Good morning, VC. This is Glen Kellaway from the basement. How is everyone this morning? I've got so many videos to do. I'm so backed up with response videos and contest entries. It's unbelievable trying to keep up with everyone. I'm trying to be as supportive as I can, but if I miss you, my humble apologies. But I really wanted to do this response for my buddy Propfe's musical obsessions. Um, Chris has a great channel. I love him dearly. He's such a great guy. I consider him a friend. Poughkeepsie, New York. You picking your toes in Poughkeepsie, Chris? I know I used that the other day, but great line from The French Connection, classic movie. This is a response. Feed my vinyl addiction. So basically, you show 5 albums that you think other people should own in their collection, suggesting some, good records. I've watched quite a few of these. It's pretty good. I did a video yesterday. I do a joint thing with Lisa on the bass guitar, Lisa Tedesco. We just filmed a new installment yesterday. She's busy editing it and ready to upload it. So we've got a new channel called Bass to Bass with Lisa and Glen. If you haven't subscribed to that, please do so. There'll be some cool content coming up. The channel's up, so you can put your subscription in and push the little bell so you don't miss any of the action. Anyway, let's get started. 5 albums that I think you need to have in your collection. And I'll be checking back and making sure that you got them. So don't fool around. Electric Blues. Scorching Electric Blues. Electric. Mud. Muddy Waters. Electric Mud. This album came out in 1968 or 69. No, I think 69, if I had to put money on it. Muddy Waters. In 68, 69, we were all listening to Cream and Hendrix and everyone else doing these blues songs that were written by the pioneers like Muddy Waters and Otis Spann and Willie Dixon and all these guys. We just knew all these white British guys doing all this stuff. They took advantage of that and decided to make a psychedelic blues album with Muddy. I don't think Muddy was too happy about this album, actually. From what I've read, he struggled to kind of put that kind of vocal style you would need to put with scorching guitar leads and whatever. But what a great frickin' album. If you like heavy blues, electric blues, guitar, this is a great album, and Muddy does an excellent job on these songs. Fantastic album, a classic. What did he do on here? I Just Want to Make Love to You. Hoochie Coochie Man. Let's Spend the Night Together. He does a Stones cover. She's Alright. I'm a Man. Herbert Harper's Free Press. Tomcat and the Same Thing. It's an amazing, amazing record. Just scorching hot. Let me warn you. It's not, if you're into traditional Muddy Waters records and you haven't heard this, just think Cream and then add Muddy. But I think they were all kind of jazz musicians and stuff. I didn't recognize any of the session guys on this, but boy, could they play. Great album. That's a reissue, by the way, from 1981. Cadet Concept, which is a offshoot label from Chess. Next, relatively new album, came out sometime last year. I didn't know it was out. I was aware that it was coming out, and then kind of lost track of it, and then suddenly saw it and jumped. One of my favorite guitar players, underrated, Mike Campbell from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I just think that guy was a riff machine. He had a lot to do with the sound of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. He was a big part of their success. This album, The Dirty Knobs, Reckless Abandon, is fantastic. It rocks. There's some acoustic blues stuff on here. There's some boogie. There's some country blues. There's some great rock tunes. Mike sings quite similar to Tom, actually. He's got kind of the same vocal style, and his voices, they're not that different. But if you like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, run to your local record store and buy the Dirty Knobs. Fantastic freaking album. Fantastic. An old classic that I rediscovered last year when I found a mint copy in a used record store. Sly and the Family Stone, Stand. This is an amazing album. If you can find it, grab it. If you've never heard Sly and the Family Stone do their song Sex Machine, which is on side 2 of this album, instrumental that goes on for about 10 or 12 minutes, it is epic. This is a great album. It's got some Sly classics on here. Everyday People, You Can Make It If You Try, Stand is on here, Want to Take You Higher, and Sing a Simple Song. It's Epic label. Beautiful album. I was so lucky to find this. And it's such a great frickin' record. I'm telling you, it just blows me away. Okay, the next one. Floyd fans. If you think this is some kind of a cover band album, you are wrong. This is a fantastic album. One of my best buys of the last 5 years, I'll bet. Nick Mason's Saucer Full of Secrets. This is the album from the tour those guys did, which I was lucky enough to see at the Hummingbird Center in Toronto. About a 2,500 seat theater. Fantastic show. I was blown away by the quality of the music and the songs they selected to play. This is live at the Roundhouse. It's all songs from Metal to Piper, going back. It's nothing, no Dark Side, no Wish You Were Here, no The Wall or Animals. It's all old stuff, and they do a phenomenal job. It is a great album, wonderful packaging. There's an acid flashback for you. Ooh, you are entering the Twilight Zone. Or Time Tunnel. Wasn't that show called Time Tunnel? It had kind of like that. This is the 5th dimension. Okay, enough foolishness. There's the album. Inside cover of the band. Back of the album. The albums. So Guy Pratt's playing bass on this. One of my favorite bass players. Guy Pratt played with Robert Palmer. He's got an extensive career playing in new wave bands. And he was the guy who took over for Roger Waters when Roger and the band split up. Phenomenal bass player, very cool guy. I mentioned in another video that he has a biography out, and I wish I could remember the name of it, and I can't find it. I think I lent it to somebody and never got it back. But look up Guy Pratt's biography if you like books, music biography books. It's great. Even the cover does that too. Phenomenal album. Just so well recorded. It sounds great. The guitar work is fantastic. It's I can't speak highly enough of that album. If you're a Floyd fan, you have to have it. You have to. Next, I'm not sure, this is my last one, number 5. Not sure how many people are aware of this artist. We all know who Levon Helm is from the band. Sadly lost him a couple of years ago to cancer. His daughter, Amy Helm, this is her latest album. This Too Shall Light, it's called. What a beautiful album this is. If you're not aware of Amy, she's an incredible singer. I was fortunate enough to see her without knowing when I went to the venue that she was going to be there. It was in the late 90s. There's a legendary tavern in Toronto called the Horseshoe Tavern. Been around since the 40s. There's actually a book on the history of this bar. It started out as a country bar and had every major country artist that you could name on the planet came and played the Horseshoe. Then it turned into a rock bar, then a new wave bar, and it's still running today. It's just a great, great place in Toronto, historic. The Stones played there, the Police played there. I saw Rick Danko and Colin Linden there. But anyway, I went this one night, artist showcase night they called it, and I went to see this guy named Tony Furtado. I'm a banjo player, and Tony's a great banjo player who also plays slide guitar stuff too. He's a really eclectic artist. So I went to see Tony, and I'm in there, and this band comes out, and the guy beside me says, "Do you know who the girl is?" He was young at the time. And I said, "No." And he said, "That's Levon Helm's daughter, Amy." I went, "Oh wow, man, she blew me away. Can she sing?" And it was a great band. Ola Bell, they were called. Ollabelle. Ola Bell. You could check out. They had a couple of CDs. Gospel blues, I would call it. It was just like slide guitar and really bluesy, gospel-y songs. Fantastic. She was amazing. I've since seen her a couple more times when Levon was touring the Midnight Ramble shows. I saw two of them at Massey Hall. Um, and I also saw her. She did a guest performance with Blackie and the Rodeo Kings. They did this album called Kings and Queens, where they picked a different female artist and played a song with each their favorite female artist. It's a great, great record. Kings and Queens, Blackie and the Rodeo Kings. They did that show at Massey Hall, and Amy came and did a guest performance. She was great. Anyway, I'm a big fan. It's roots music. It's gospel music. It's folk music. I don't know. It's just great music. Amy Helm. She does two covers on here that are great. Mandolin Wind off of Rod Stewart's Every Picture Tells a Story. She does an amazing version of that. And Alan Toussaint's great song, Freedom from the Stallion. Man, you got to hear that. That is epic. Beautiful. She does a song, a tribute to Odetta, so you can kind of tell where her head's at, doing a song for Odetta, if you're familiar with that great woman, who I also got to meet once at a folk festival. What a beautiful human being that was. Oh my God, she was amazing. What a voice. She had a smile that when you walked up to her, just lit up the world. Beautiful human being, Odetta. Anyway, I can see why Amy considers her an inspiration. So that's my five. Amy Helm, Nick Mason's Saucer Full of Secrets. What else in review here? Sly and the Family Stone, Stand, classic album. The Dirty Knobs with Mike Campbell, and Electric Muddy Waters. All incredible albums, and you have to buy them right now. Go look. Let me know when you get them in the comments. Peace out, everyone. I love you all. Thanks for doing this, Chris.